Hello, baseball fans. Hello, out of the park baseball fans. Hello, out of the park development fans. Hello, Alex Murray fans. What's happening, everybody? Welcome to the Big Rich Machine. Um, we are here, as always, with our good friend Alex Murray. Alex, how are you, sir?
I'm doing good, Rich. You surprised me with the hello, Alex Murray fans. Oh, good grief. But yeah, I'm doing good. I'm about to actually go on a short little 2-day vacation to Sedona, which is up north from me. I have to be the best man in my older brother's wedding, so I'm very pumped for that. But then I'm more pumped. No, I'm just kidding. I can't say that. I am still pumped to be here to do another episode of the Big Rich Machine. So yeah.
So yeah, I mean, look, you're going to get away for the weekend. You're going to be with your family. You're going to be having fun. That's awesome. We are very happy for you. There's no way that you are happier to do this show than to do that, but we appreciate the effort, no matter
Yeah, I
what.
tried.
We appreciate the effort very much. What's going on, Coach? What's happening in Schultz? Going on, Reader, Hedges? It's good to see all of our friends here tonight. As always, we are so happy that you guys are here and choosing to spend a little time with us. This is the Big Rich Machine. This is the radically remade Cincinnati Reds. It is currently Monday, July 6th, 2020. The Reds, as we know them, are 5.5 games out of first place in the Central Division. They are 2.5 games out of the wild card. Alex Murray, as we stand right here, right now, what do you think is the most important thing for the Reds to do?
Well, the Reds need to get some offense working because at this point, with our 46-38 record, we're sitting pretty well for what the Central is giving us, which is basically, the Chicago Cubs are flirting with 500, which is dangerous. You've got the Pirates who have streaked to a 51-32 record, which is just ridiculous and out of nowhere. The Cardinals are 49-33, which is what everybody kind of expected them to be able to do. And Milwaukee is pretty much settled into last place pretty solidly. But we definitely need to find some offense. We need some kind of an offensive spark. Our team batting average is good, as you can see right above Rich's head, actually. We're currently ninth in the National League for batting average. So we're actually not that bad. But it's our runs scored. Our runs scored is 10th, which is just not okay. We're 13th in home runs. We are technically doing good on stolen bases. Our pitching staff has been phenomenal. We've had excellent appearances and performances from Castillo, Alzolay, even Gray's been a solid starter. I mean, he's basically our ace right now, outside of Alzolay. But then Otani's been additionally added to our rotation. He's done very well. And, that just leaves us with our number 5 starter, which at this point is Cabrera. But, we could always, we've lost Severino for the season. So that's a bit of a bummer. But we have a really good foundation to build off of. We've got a lot of young prospects coming up through the system. And in fact, Rich, the biggest thing that I can talk about today is actually Ben Brooks. Our number 1 draft pick from the 2020 draft has already had, I think it's either 1 or 2 almost flawless performances in our minor league system, and I'm very, very happy with how well he has started off his, what is this now, single A plus, or is he single A performance at this point. So we made the right pickup, ladies and gentlemen. We actually made the right pickup for our number 1 overall, our first round draft pick at this point. But to answer your question, Rich, we definitely need some offense. And Cardinal fan is going to ask the right questions. Any trades? The answer is yes. If we wanted to do a trade, I have 2 of them that we can look at doing.
Let's look at the trades, and then I'm going to make a suggestion that is going to
Yes.
blow your mind. All right?
Oh, okay.
But first, let's look at the 2 trades that you want to look at. Where would you like me to go, sir?
So,
Uh-oh.
let's go
Is there
to
an
the
audio problem?
trade area. We're
Is
going
there-
to head just to transactions. So if you go to MLB, you can go to transactions.
Hold on. Is there audio issues?
That's what I'm wondering. I don't know if there is.
I'm right here, by the way. I was just blocking some of the some of the data, so I wanted to get out of it.
Yeah. Rich disappeared for a quick
No,
second.
I'm right here,
so-
but as long as everybody can hear me. All right, so where am I
Yeah,
going?
I'm still hearing you on the stream, so I think we're
All right,
good.
good.
If you go to MLB and then go to transactions, that'll start us on the free agency page. But we want to head to, of course, the player trade section. And this is this first trade is actually something that's pretty easy to conjure up, because if you go to the player trade and if you actually head to the trading block, that's where we want to start today, I believe, if I can remember correctly. And I'll need to see it on your end just to make sure I'm correct. Yes. So there's one person in particular that we're very, very interested in. And that, of course, is going to be the man at the top of that list. We're going to try to get DJ.
Okay.
Mostly because he only has... He's a rental. He doesn't have a full-term contract. He's a free agent at the end of the year. He's going to demand somewhere between $20 and $30 million. So we're going to steal DJ LeMahieu from the Yankees because they already have Torres at second base. They've been playing DJ at split second base. They haven't even tried throwing him at first this season. So we're just going to go ahead and offer a trade for DJ and make that our main focal point. So this will actually give us someone that we can put at second base. This will allow us to put Senzel over to third base, and it's kind of a win-win. So if you want to go ahead and right-click on DJ,
sure,
and we'll go ahead and start that trade offer, and I will give you some of the juicy details of who we're going to be doing in this deal. So it's not just going to be DJ, of course. It's not an Alex trade if it's just a one-for-one. It really isn't, okay? So we need to go to the Yankees prospect list.
Okay.
And on their prospect list, we're going to want to sort it by probably potential at this point. Because we're going to be looking at a couple different people to add to this list. We're going to be looking for... So Yolbert Sanchez, the shortstop, is going to be someone that we're going to be acquiring.
Sure, why not?
Yeah, of course.
Of course.
And then Kevin Millam near the bottom of that first scroll.
Of course, a young
he's a closing
stud closer. Absolutely.
Yes.
Why wouldn't we get a young stud
We totally
closer?
want that kid. Well, the bigger issue is that we actually have a lack of AAA ready relief pitchers. So he's actually a very important pickup for us at this point. We also need to add on, it's Luis Angel Medina, the person right above Millam at the end.
Sure.
Yeah. And then we're looking for a character named Clark Schmidt. He's the last person on the deal. And we'll see how far we have to go down that list to find Clark.
I got him. He's there.
Okay, good. He's not terrible, but he's pretty good.
Okay.
Okay, so on our side of the end of the deal, we're going to get a little crazy because some of these people are all over the place, unfortunately. So we need to start with the majors. We're going to be offering Zach Houston in this deal. He's actually at the bottom of our active roster, right where you're looking at right now.
Nope, not Helsley. Houston.
Yeah, so... Oh, thankfully it's not Helsley.
No,
they would
not
actually
Helsley.
accept that deal.
Not Helsley,
They would take Helsley for all of
sure
that.
They would.
Just so you know.
They would.
But we don't want that deal. That's too much. So now we're going to have to go to AAA, unfortunately. We have to go to our AAA farm team, and we're looking for a second baseman. His name is Trent Giambroni. Giambroni?
All right.
I don't know exactly how to pronounce his last name.
Why not?
So we'll add him to the deal.
Yep.
We need to go to our AA team, and we need to go and find Alex Reyes. And unfortunately, he is going to be involved in this deal.
I like that guy.
I liked him too, but he has not improved on his control. He did not do well in AAA. He struggled in AA. We are unfortunately going to be getting rid of Alex Reyes to make this deal work.
Okay.
He's the one piece in this trade that I'm not exactly as happy about trading away, but at the same time, we tried to make it work, and he's better on the Yankees because they will actually do a good job with him versus us.
Just so you know, by the way, Alex, just so you know, Cardinals fan is very upset right now.
Well, we had to upset the Cardinal fans somehow in all these deals.
Just saying,
you know?
this is a real issue at the moment.
I'm certain it's a real issue. I just wish we had 21, or OOTP 21 version of Alex Reyes. We have 20 Alex Reyes, and he's not as good. So if you can head to the A+ system, that's our Florida State system. That's the Daytona team, I believe.
Yep, the Daytona Tortugas.
The Tortugas. Yes, so we're actually going to have 2 players be added from this listing. And we're looking for Logan Forsythe. I think he's a second base person at this point.
A second base person at this point. All right, let's see. Where is it?
Yeah, he's played third base, second base. What has he played? Outfield as well, technically, in his career.
Okay.
Okay, good. We're also looking for Carlton Dahl, another second base person at this point. He was right above Forsythe.
Yep. All right, let's make it happen.
All right, now we can go ahead and actually add 20% of DJ LeMahieu's contract onto the deal if you'd like to.
Meaning they're going to retain 20%? Yes, I would like to do that.
Yes, they will retain 20% of his contract because basically he's not happy. His chemistry is bad.
Okay.
The team is losing, and they will take a chance at Alex Reyes and Zach Houston and Giabrone over all of these guys.
Okay.
So we can go ahead and submit that offer. Oh, no, wait. It might be enough, but he needs to think about it first. Ooh, okay. We actually have to go down to 15%. Would they accept the deal automatically at 15%?
Yes.
Okay. If they'll take 15%, we are fine with that.
All right, we're doing it. We did it. It's done. It's done.
Awesome.
All right.
Oh, you have somebody different on your listings that I didn't have. Oh, well, that's fine. I think that's okay. We got our main person, so that's fine. I think you didn't have Yolbert Sanchez. I think you had somebody else.
You mean in the trade?
Yeah, involved in the trade. But that's okay. That shouldn't be a problem. If you go to the top of that news report.
Wait, which one? This one? Right here, right?
The Cincinnati trades Giabrone for New York's LeMahieu? Yeah.
Wait.
Just so I can check and see who we got. Oh, we got Garcia instead. Oh, okay.
Wait,
that's fine.
What did I do?
So we were supposed to get Yolbert Sanchez, a shortstop prospect. But we'll take Anthony. Anthony's not bad. He would have been a good alternative. So that's not bad. We're okay with that. No harm, no foul. Okay. Can we go and trade for Alex Reyes?
Yes.
Well, I mean, down the road, if he actually does well, I would not have a problem trading back for him, in all honesty. So, do you want to hear the second trade option we have, Rich?
I do.
And this one is optional, because technically all we needed was DJ. But this one involves getting rid of Willy Adames, which I know you do not have a soft spot for Adames.
You're right.
So,
you're not going to have a really hard time telling me you got someone better for that position, right? I'm not going to fight you too hard on that.
I might. I might have some better people involved. If you wanted to go back to the trading window, you might... I don't know how you're going to react to this, but we're going to be trading with the New York Mets.
Okay. I can do that.
So I want you to list for me, Rich, who you would like to get from the Mets, if you could. Okay, outside of Alonso, it's not possible to get Alonso.
Okay.
But if you could get any of the prospects from the Mets, who would you get?
I would like their infield prospect, Jimenez. He's a good one.
All right, go ahead and add him to the trade.
All right, where do I go? Tell me what to do.
Okay, so you're going to need to go back to the Initiate Trade tab, and we'll put up the Mets.
All right.
And then if we go to the Prospects tab for the Mets, because we are going to be dealing with a bunch of their prospects.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh. Actually, Yordle's probably correct. We're going to totally bring in Adames to the office and have like a cake and balloons stuffed away in the closet waiting for him to leave.
Exactly.
Okay, so yes, Jimenez is the first big person on the list. We're actually going to also be acquiring Ronnie Mauricio as well. So we're going to take both of them.
We're going to take both of their young
We get
shortstops.
both. Because if one doesn't work, I need a backup.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Yeah, of course. All right, we also need to add on Jordan Humphreys to the deal.
Okay.
We also need David Peterson, who should be right below him.
Yep.
And we also need Colome as well. So we're going to get 3 starting pitchers who are high minor league starting pitchers, which is good because we're low on those. So we're going to be targeting a lot of our weaknesses to get these deals worked around.
I can't find the last guy. Who was it?
It would be Franklin Colome. He's right below Humphreys on that list, back near the top.
Got it.
Yeah. Right. So this one's going to require us to give up a little bit more to make this happen.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a good deal for us in the long run.
Mm-hmm.
Because it gives us a couple of good alternative starting prospects for starting pitchers and a couple of good shortstops, and we have like one shortstop prospect right now, and he's average at best. So we definitely need some shortstop prospects. So what we're going to do is start with the MLB, of course, because we're going to be adding in Adames to this deal. So we'll be giving the Mets a second base, shortstop, third base prospect with Adames. And then also on the MLB team, we're also going to be getting rid of and giving to them Ian Hamilton. He unfortunately is going to be part of this deal as well.
Where is he?
We get Ian Hamilton's a relief pitcher. If he's not on the Major League roster, he might be in the 40-man.
Okay.
Yeah, he might be on the 40-man instead.
Yep,
so if he's added, awesome. We're going to be trading a prospect of ours as well. So you can go to the prospects list really fast.
Okay.
And of course, as I say that, I see him on the list for the 40-man. But we're going to be getting rid of William Contreras, our catching prospect. And that one's going to sting a little bit because Contreras is pretty good. But at the same time, we have Stevenson. And getting rid of Contreras is not that hard of a pill to swallow when you've got Stevenson ready to go.
Okay.
So William Contreras gets added. We also are going to be adding a second base prospect. We are unfortunately going to be getting rid of Cash Case. So one of our best named players in our team.
We're not getting rid of Cash Case. We're not. Alex.
Okay. I mean, we don't have to.
We don't have to get rid of Cash Case. Cash Case is staying. That is like that is 9.
He's an untouchable.
I can get my guitar and I can start like a Cash Case song right now. There's got to be somebody other than Cash Case, right?
Okay, seriously. All right. We could try to find somebody else.
Love it. Thank you.
Okay. Let's we do need to add, however, somebody from our AAA system. We're going to be adding TJ Friedel to the list.
Easy for you to say. What position is he?
He's a left fielder.
Oh, I got him. Yep, here we go.
Yeah. Friedel's good, but he's not going to develop much better than what we have him at right now, and he's not going to be a Major League Baseball player for us.
All right.
So we also were going to offer them $750,000 in cash, along with Cash Case, but now it's just the cash. So let's see if $750,000 is enough to make this deal work.
Not quite enough. Please add more.
Okay, what would make it work now?
Giveaway tonight, pretty please. Gorgo 2005. I think it's time for a giveaway. I'm so glad you just said that. Boom. There we go. Giveaway is going. Everybody smash ! Ticket and hop on in there. You will get one of 3 prizes of 10,000 perfect points. I'm so glad somebody said that. Thank you for doing that. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Where were we, Alex?
Oh, we wanted to make this deal work if possible. What do the Mets want from us?
Let's see.
And we'll see what this list looks like in a second here. Okay, so of course, yes, Case is on the list.
Of course. What about B. Davis?
I'm sorry?
What about Brennan
Brennan Davis? I'm afraid Brennan Davis is on my no-touch list.
Really?
Brennan Davis is pretty good.
Okay. What about Lance Johnson? Ivan Johnson?
Shortstop prospect. He's one of our best shortstop prospects on our team. Actually, I think he actually is our best shortstop
What
prospect.
about Luis Medina?
Medina's an option.
What about Lyon Richardson?
Yeah, let's. We could do Medina. You want to do something else?
What's that?
Oh, Lyon Richardson's too good. He develops well. I wouldn't do Richardson. Medina would be okay. I could do Medina.
All right, we'll do Medina.
Yeah.
Hold on, I got this. I can do this. All right,
Medina's
we're going to complete the trade.
He's a pretty good pitcher, but I think he'll be worth it for us in the long haul.
Are you ready?
I'm ready. We can do that too.
We're doing it. Here we go. I'm pressing the button.
Yeah.
I did it. The button's been
All
pressed.
right.
All
so
right.
that gives us a whole bunch of really good AAA prospects. And it just gives us a little bit more wiggle room, and it gets rid of one of our just unproductive main core players who just was not doing well. And that will be a good thing for us long term. So I'm happy that those two trades were able to be done. We do have a decision to make, though, Rich, because...
We have an even bigger decision to make, by the way, just so you know.
Oh? And what's that?
Well, first, you tell me what decision that you think we had to make.
Okay, well, the big decision for the team is who's going to play shortstop now. Because we actually don't have a shortstop at this point. We got rid of Iglesias at the beginning of the season. We got rid of Estrada, and now we've gotten rid of Adames. So the logistical way of doing it is basically that we're going to be throwing Yoshi into shortstop when he comes back from his injury in 3 days. So the hopeful goal, and that's because Yoshi's already has shortstop time. He actually has played shortstop already. But for the next 3 days, we do not have a legitimate shortstop that can actually play short unless we call up Jimenez. He was AAA in the Mets system, and he is already 2.5 stars. So if you go to our rosters and transactions really fast, and if we go to, it should be waivers and DFA, you'll notice we have some people on our waivers and DFA to worry about. One of them is going to be a starting pitcher. One of them is going to be, of course, DJ, and one of them is going to be Jimenez. I think it's Jimenez, technically. So our best option is to either throw Jimenez as our starter for a couple of days while we wait for Yoshi, or we could put him into AAA and throw somebody else. Senzel has no experience at shortstop. Munez has, 15 games at shortstop in his career, so he's got 10 rated shortstop ability. So unfortunately, that's a decision we're going to have to make, Rich.
I say send Jimenez to AAA and put Munoz at short.
Okay, we can totally do that. Let's go ahead and put all 3 of those people that are designated for assignment onto our 40-man roster to begin with, because otherwise we'll lose them. And we would hate to lose all those guys now.
So I'm going to place on secondary 40-man roster.
Exactly.
Okay.
And then we're going to drag DJ to the active roster.
Okay.
Because he needs to play on our main team.
All right.
And then we can just submit Colomi and Jimenez to probably AAA at this point.
I still have an active roster spot as well on the
Yes,
Major League
because
Club.
And that's because we got rid of a couple of relief pitchers. So we're going to need to call up a relief pitcher, which at this point, it's either going to be Feltman or it's going to be Hendricks. And I'm leaning towards Feltman personally. I think he's actually done really, really well in AAA. He's definitely one of our best prospects, relief pitching prospects.
Very good. Let's. He's on the team. What role should we assign him?
So Feltman, this is something we're gonna have to do really quickly here, Rich. Let's change Villeneuve and Stevenson to middle relief pitchers, and we'll make Feltman also a middle relief pitcher. Ooh, excuse me, wow.
And who
because
else?
At this point,
Feltman a middle reliever as well. Okay.
I'm sorry.
All right. So now we've got Moya, Stevenson, Villeneuve, and Feltman as middle relief.
Yes, and that's a good group. That's a group that I'm confident can do a good job. Yeah, I like that. Plus, we have our 2 long relief pitchers still available, of which Romero could easily replace Cabrera if he starts to have an issue as our number 5 starting pitcher.
Look at all those pitchers, Alex. Look at all of them. Oh my gosh. There's 5 starters and 6, 7, 8, 9, 11 relievers? Wait a second. Do I have 16 pitchers?
You have 14, supposedly.
My goodness gracious. All those
we're stacking
pitchers.
the pitching staff right now.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
And in all honesty, we probably have one too many long relief pitchers because Cabrera, Martez, and Romero really should be just 2. One of them should probably be in AAA right now, but because of the injuries we've had to our starters, we have been forced to call them up and use them when we were not supposed to be. I mean, I don't think you remember the beginning of the season, but I didn't have Martez or Romero on my major league roster for my projected starting roster for the MLB. I had them both in AAA, so
no,
they're already here.
I just kept counting and counting. I'm like, wait a second, how many pitchers are on this team?
We have a lot of pitchers. We've got a ton of pitchers.
Is the roster 33 people now? What is happening here?
Oh, no, it's still 26. If you go to our lineups, I think you'll see 13
There's nobody
players.
on the team. There's no hitters. They're all pitchers. Every single person.
The pitchers do everything. We no hit everybody, and then we just scrapped for 1 run.
They're all pitchers.
Oh, good grief.
Unbelievable.
All right, so
Alex.
Yes.
I'm going to blow your mind right now.
Oh?
Are you ready? Chat,
yes.
Are you ready? Are you ready? I'm going to propose something very, very startling right now. Alex, what do you say we simulate from right now until the very, very end of the regular season right now?
Oh.
Right now. We've been going week to week. We've been playing games. Alex,
Rich is getting trigger happy,
this
guys.
This is not a short-term thing. And I was driving today to the Home Depot. I was driving to the Home Depot today, and I was thinking, what if we just went to the end of the season tonight in the Big Rich Machine? What if we just said, let's set it up and let's go, and let's really jumpstart this thing and then go to the off season and then do next season, and let's really completely go for it.
I actually don't mind that idea.
That's what I'm thinking.
If we can set up the team correctly to do well for the rest of this season, I actually would not have a problem with that.
But I want to make sure the chat is okay with that too. Because this is a very different thing all of a sudden. This is a pretty radical change in direction. And
massive
and
amount
the chat
of
has been with us since the beginning, right? Since the beginning. This is.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we've taken this slowly.
Right? So I want to make sure that everyone's okay with this, but I really feel like we should just go for the long term here. I really do. I really do.
Yeah.
And as coach says, this is the machine, baby. This is it. This is the one to do it.
That's true. We do need to make sure that we're available to edit for any injuries and people coming back from injuries, but we could just start simulating and see how it goes.
I think we should. No, I'm not saying it's a lost season, Magus. I'm just thinking quite the opposite, right? Like,
We want to see if we actually do better than we thought we were going to do.
and if we're there at the playoffs, let's jump right into the playoffs. And if we're not, then let's go for building this thing out big time. I feel like
Rich wants results.
I didn't say this to you at all before. Alex has
No, you
not
didn't.
heard this
No,
at
this
all.
is
Not heard this at all. But again,
okay.
I was thinking, I'm like, you know, what if we
Well,
we really turn this into, instead of every 2 weeks, right? We just make this very different about building and analyzing and watching a team over the course of lengths of time and build this over the long term.
Yeah, we've been
Because we've talked about how this is going to be a long term franchise, but Alex, we're not going to go long term. If we go 2 weeks,
not at this rate.
every week, right?
Yeah, we're definitely going to be still in the same season when the next year's OOTP game is released. So we don't want that. How about this, Rich? Here would be my counter proposal. We basically hit play, the little drop down menu at play, and we can only autoplay till the next event. We're forced to only do that. We can't play any more games. We have to auto simulate till the next event every single time.
Okay.
Because that'll make us jump weeks at a time. And if something happens, we're going to have to stop and make changes. If someone gets injured, we want to fix that. But then we're not going to be, doing day by day review of stuff. We just simulate chunks. We'll do chunks, and then we'll pause, make sure everything's working correctly, make any tweaks and adjustments we have to, and then keep going with more chunks.
Okay.
That's how I do it in my games, is I normally do it by the events. So I'll simulate all the way up to, the first year player draft is announced, the pool's announced, and then I'll go up to the international free agency, then I'll go to the draft, and I don't care about the stuff that happens between then. I want to make sure I get to the results. I can monitor people after the chunks, because you are correct. If we keep going at this pace, we're not going to really see the big picture. We're so zoomed in on the small micromanagement of our team. We're not going to catch the big picture happening behind it, and we might mess it up.
And we're doing that in other places too, right? We're doing that with GNR Run the Mets. That's what we're doing. We're picking the lineups. We're doing the game to game, and and this being a long term thing. This was starting out of the park 20. We're now out of the park 21. We want to go to the next one and the next one. I don't think doing it every 2 weeks is the right thing. I think it's time. I think it's time.
Oh yeah. It's episode 29.
It's episode
29th episode.
29.
We should be in like season 3 by this point. Okay, so we can totally do that. We totally can. So, all we have to do, Rich, is set things up.
Hold on. Time out 1 second. This is important. Because I know this is a radical change. I want to make sure my friend Magus is okay here. I want to make sure Magus is okay. Because if Magus is here... He's here the whole time, right?
That is true.
And there's a lot of you guys that are here all of the time. A lot of you. That's why I love doing this. But I really want to double check on Magus because I don't want to let him down because he's important to me, and I know that he knows that. I want to make sure that Magus is okay with this because this is a big change.
We value your input.
But I want to go. I want to turbocharge this, and I want to go from like first gear into 7th gear, Alex. That's what I want to do. Oh gosh, that's what I want to do.
Well, while we're waiting for Magus to give us a green light or a thumbs up, how about we set up the team first?
All right, we're gonna autoplay to event right now. Right?
Oh, no. We need to set up the lineups first, Rich.
Come on. Forget that. No, I'm just kidding.
We just made a bunch of changes. We got to put them into action first.
All right. But we're going to autoplay to the event. So put the changes with that in mind, Alex. Let's make it happen.
Yeah. We need to have DJ LeMahieu become our second baseman full-time. That is the first thing that needs to happen. So That means that Nick Senzel needs to become our third baseman. We're actually going to be kicking Riley out. Um,
right.
So we need to right click on Nick Senzel,
Mm-hmm.
and we actually need to go to his strategy page. So if you right click on Nick Senzel and
Mm-hmm.
go to his player strategy,
Mm-hmm.
or set game strategy, my apologies, we need to change his position from second base to third base. And while we're in that player strategy, we can also drag down Yoshioka and put him at shortstop. Because we're going to
So,
use Munez for a couple days, and then Yoshi comes back, and we're going to slot him in at shortstop. So if
okay.
you can scroll back down and find Yoshi.
I am lost now because I've been looking at two different things. So I think I just made. I think I just
You
did the
made it.
first thing you wanted me to do, and after that, you lost
Yes.
me. So, okay.
No, you're good. You're good. Senzel has been put to third base. So if
All
you
right.
scroll down the names of the people above, we need to
Right.
find Yoshioka. He's still injured, but we
Right.
can edit him right now. We
Okay.
need to drag him into the bottom left and change him from third base to shortstop.
Okay.
And if we make that change and have him start shortstop, the minute that we put him back on the Major League roster, which we'll get an alert about that, we'll need to just update the rosters to reflect that information, and he'll be put in at shortstop instead of Munez, who will be our shortstop for right now. Now, quick question, Rich. Do you want to have Riley still in the majors if he's not going to be starting at third base?
No.
I didn't think so. So let's go ahead and right-click on Riley and let's send him down to AAA because we don't need him right now.
Okay.
And then we're going to need to call up somebody to give ourselves an extra bat. So let me think about who our best option for that is.
All right.
You know, no, I don't like that option. I don't like that option either. He's a right-handed hitter. He's not going to work for that, unfortunately. Sorry, I'm trying to think about someone we can pull up at this point who's actually like ready to go and could be a good enough person for us to have on our roster. Okay, no, we are going to do it. We're going to call up Austin Hayes. He's had an excellent season in AAA so far. He's batting .309, 17 home runs, 27 doubles, even 14 stolen bases. The guy's a beast in AAA. He's ready for the big leagues.
Okay.
So Austin Hayes will get called up. He'll be our extra batter, basically. He'll be our pinch hitter at this point.
Okay.
We do want to make sure that we have the lineups and the depth charts set up correctly because we want Ohtani in right, Betts in left, Patch at center. We want Senzel to be at third base. So we need to put Senzel at third.
Okay.
We're going to be slotting DJ into second base.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're going to be putting Munez in at shortstop for a couple of games, just for a couple of games, not much more than that.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll want to work on the lineups really fast. I would have Senzel lead off. Oh, no, yeah, go ahead and do the... oh, no, first, Rich, if you actually go back to the right-handed batters or right-handed pitchers tab first.
Right-handed. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. What we can go ahead and do is if you click on actions,
Mm-hmm.
we can have the generated depth chart versus right-handed pitchers based on these lineups. And that will correct the rest of the depth charts for us.
Which one?
Generate depth chart based on these lineups.
Okay.
And I'm interested to see what kind of results that does for our listings. So if you do that, perfect. Okay, so that corrects all of the bench players, basically. So if you go back to the right-handed pitchers,
Mm-hmm.
we're going to also do actions again. We're going to try to speed this up really quickly, basically. So if you go back to RHP, hit actions again. We're going to copy the depth chart versus RHP.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're going to go to the LHP tab, left-handed pitchers tab, and we're going to do actions and paste the depth chart right into there.
Okay.
And that will do all those changes for us immediately.
All right.
Then we can go back to, well, no, we can do it here as well because we're going to have different lineups based on which pitcher we're going up against. Versus lefties, Joey Votto is not going to be batting second. That'll be DJ. I think most of the time we're going to have Senzel leading off and DJ LeMahieu batting second. We should have Mookie Betts batting third. I would recommend us actually think about having Posey batting fourth because he's better than Ohtani against lefties.
Okay.
Yeah. And that would put Ohtani fifth, which I think that's better. And then Munez, Votto, blank space for the pitcher, and Potch. All right. Over to the right-handed pitchers section.
Okay.
Okay. So if we go back to the right-handed pitcher section, we want to make sure these lineups are good to go as well. We want to have Senzel leading off. And, of course, LeMahieu batting second. I think our better option, though, is to actually have Ohtani bat third against righties. And then Betts batting fourth.
Oh, wait. Sorry. Okay.
And then I would probably have Votto bat fifth.
Okay.
And then Posey, Munez, blank space, Potch.
All right.
Yeah, that looks pretty good. Okay. And then we just need to double check DHs really fast because we are going to play against the White Sox here the next day. And against DHs versus right-handed pitchers, I just want to make sure that looks good. Okay, so we need to... Oh gosh, that's going to be some work, unfortunately. You actually for that one, go ahead and do actions. And we want to ask the bench coach for depth chart and lineup versus versus RHP plus DH.
Okay.
Just the second one, because we don't want to do all of them, just this one right here.
Right.
So if you do that, that'll go ahead and fix that all up for us, and I'll review it real fast. Senzel, Ohtani, LeMahieu, Betts, Hayes, Votto, Munez, Posey, and Potch. That looks pretty good, actually.
We'll do the second one here too, right?
That takes Reyes out of left field, but that's fine. I actually would prefer to have Hayes anyways. And then we'll do the exact same thing against, versus lefties. Awesome. And what does the AI think about left-handed pitchers with DHs? Senzel, LeMahieu, Betts, Ohtani, Hayes, Posey, Votto, Munez, and Potch. That looks fantastic. I like giving Hayes at bats. That's good. When Ohtani can DH, I'd love to see Hayes get some at bats. He's got a good bat. He could hit for homers. That's good enough for me. Okay. We're all set, Rich. We can go ahead and get started.
So we're doing it.
We can do it. We can at least get up to the point where, because we're going to get a notification in 3 days that Yoshioka's ready to come back to the majors. And we'll probably drop down Lugo, put Yoshi on the team, and we'll continue moving forward. But go ahead and go up to, we'll pick the All-Star teams announced. That's the next autoplay event.
We're doing it.
Let's do it.
All right, Yoshioka is eligible to come off the injured list.
Yes. So I'm hopeful that we won all. Oh, we lost the last game against Chicago. Darn it. Okay, that's fine, though. That's fine. So we need to now think about this for just one quick second. Do we want to send Yoshi on a rehab assignment or just put him straight back onto the maze?
Yes, we want to send him on a rehab assignment.
Okay, so let's go ahead and give him at least a couple days on rehab assignment, and then we'll bring him back when he's gotten at least a couple of games in at AAA.
Okay.
Perfect. And then once we do that, we can go ahead and keep advancing on our simulation.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. Oh no, Mookie Betts is out for 6 weeks. 6 weeks.
No.
6 weeks
Okay, well,
out.
now there's no reason not to simulate the entire season because that's our best hitter.
Oh, 6 weeks.
Bummer.
6 weeks.
6 weeks?
Whose idea was it to simulate this? Come on.
Oh, it seems like a really bad choice by somebody was made.
Idiotic. Absolutely terrible idea. Terrible idea.
Okay. Well, he's unfortunately going to have to go on the DL now. He's going to be a 10-day DL, unfortunately. I'm really happy we have Hayes on the team now, because that means that Hayes goes into right field, and we might be playing Ohtani in left.
Which one am I doing? 10-day or 60-day?
It's going to be the 10-day, unfortunately. 60 days would require him to be injured for, what, 8 or 9
Yeah,
weeks?
you're right.
So, I mean, we could do
Oh my
that, but
God,
I'd
Magus, how
prefer
could
to.
you let this happen? What a disaster.
At least we have scapegoats.
Yes, listen, Magus.
Oh, good grief. Okay, actually, you know what, Rich? No. Yoshioka's coming back to the big leagues early. He's had 2 days on rehab assignment, and we just lost our best hitter. We need Yoshi back.
Fine.
So let's go ahead and call up Yoshi, because you know what? He plays left field,
Okay.
and he's a perfect fit for us. So we go back to the lineups, because we're going to have to make some adjustments now, unfortunately. Although that isn't actually going to work, because Yoshi needs to go to shortstop unless we're okay with throwing Munez at short for the rest of the season, which I'm personally not okay with that.
Tell me what to do, Alex. Let's go. We want to go all the way. We want to blast through this. It's time.
Okay.
We're moving.
Yoshi needs to be playing shortstop, unfortunately.
Fine.
He needs to be playing shortstop. At this point, our backup left fielder is going to be Victor Reyes. It could be Otani, but Otani has not played any left field at all. He is by far only a right fielder.
Tell me the lineups and let's go, Alex. We got to move.
Okay. I'd like to have Yoshi batting first.
Mm-hmm.
And at this point, we're going to have Otani batting fourth. And I'd put, versus right-handed pitchers, I would have Yoshi, LeMahieu. I would have Votto batting third. I would have Otani batting fourth. I would have Senzel batting fifth. And then Posey. And then... Gosh, we don't have Hayes in, but that's okay at this point. I'm actually okay with that. Munez can play left field if we want him to, or we could have Victor Reyes play left field. Up to you, Rich. I think Reyes would be a better person than Munez, personally.
That's what we're doing then. Reyes it is.
Yeah, I think Reyes goes to left at this point. We'll let Hayes be our backup outfielder if we have to at this point. And then you can go ahead and do actions and generate the depth chart based on the lineups. We're going to do quick editing on the fly today.
I don't see
And then
that.
we'll copy.
Where is it? Action.
So generate the depth chart versus RHP based on these lineups.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah. So we'll do that to basically make the depth chart back to where it's supposed to be. And then we'll copy the depth chart and paste it into the LHP.
Okay.
And that will give us what we want, I think.
Almost.
Almost. The lineups aren't quite correct. So we want... Yoshi needs to be batting first. So if you can drag Yoshioka into the first spot in the lineup.
All right.
He might have to be brought in at this point. Yeah, so it should be Yoshi, LeMahieu. Then I would have... I would have Posey bat third. We would want to have Victor Reyes in at left field as well. We need to have him put in.
Mm-hmm.
I would end up having... Oh, gosh, that's going to be a rough lineup at this point. We're not good against left-handed pitchers. I would have Otani bat fourth, regardless.
Okay.
I would have Otani, and then I would have... I would have Munez, which would put Reyes at sixth, and then I would have Votto at seventh, a blank spot in Potch. Hayes has unfortunately not had any time in left field, so moving him to left field would be... Well, that would be like trying to put Munez at shortstop, which, speaking of which, you need to move... they didn't even keep the depth charts here. Yoshi needs to be playing shortstop.
Okay.
And Senzel needs to be at third base. Oh, Senzel's missing. That's who's missing. Swap out Senzel with Munez, because Munez isn't supposed to be playing. That's why it looks so poor. Senzel needs to be replacing Munez, which is good, because he can play in the fifth spot at that point, and that's a good spot for him. That works out pretty nicely at that point. Couple of good contact hitters, Otani to drive people in, Senzel, good gap power, and then you've got a couple of good contact hitters right after them. That's our best spot at this point. Very good, very good. You could go ahead and do the same thing. Actions, generate the depth chart versus LHP based on these lineups.
Okay.
And then we're good to keep simulating.
All right, so we're going to go autoplay to the All-Star teams announced. We're going for it. We're going
Yes, we
for
are.
it. The days are flying by. This is crazy. Oh, Cabrera's back spasms. 5 weeks. We can't
Not
go.
again.
We can't move forward because guys keep getting injured. What's happening?
Getting injured. Oh, good grief. Okay, so Cabrera needs to go on the 10-day DL. Thankfully we have Romero. Romero's going to become our new number 5 pitcher at this point.
Okay.
And then we'll probably need to call somebody up from AAA to replace. It's probably going to have to be Hendricks at this point. Let me see who do we have on our list that's not actually on the Major League team already. Is Steven Nogasek ready to go again?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's bring Steven back up then. He was doing pretty well for us.
All right, he's on the team.
Don't rub it in, Cardinals fan.
He's on the team.
Reyes only plays for the Yankees now.
What role do you want Nogasek to have?
And then Nogasek would end up going to middle relief at this point.
Okay. All right.
Nice to see Ohtani with a 2.41 ERA. That's good. So, again, it's just going to come down to our hitting, and losing bets is going to be rough.
We're
so let's keep going.
6.5 out now, and 2 back of the wild card.
That's actually not that bad considering all that's happened.
No. We can't go more than 2 days without something happening.
Oh, no. Oh, it's making the announcement now. Okay, cool. So it's gotten up to the 19th. So we're 50 and 44. That's good. That's actually good for us, considering that we don't have Ben and we don't have Severino.
We have the highest all-star vote getter in Mookie Betts, even though he's injured.
Thanks for rubbing it in, game.
We're 5 games over 500.
Oh man. Okay, yeah, because we just lost to the Cardinals, unfortunately. Cardinals have taken first place, by the way.
If you have not entered the giveaway, we are still the giveaway is going. We are giving away 3 prizes of 10,000 perfect points if you hit exclamation point ticket. All right, a few more minutes, Alex. I want to simulate so quickly now. I want to blast through everything. I want to get to September and see what's happening. What's happening in September? It's July 19th. How do we get to September 1st between now and the end of this stream?
We just got to keep going. So we can go ahead and bypass the All-Star game all the way up to trading deadline, please.
Let's go. All the way to the trading deadline. Are you ready?
All the way to the trade deadline.
Are you guys ready? Is the chat ready? Are we all ready for this?
We might become sellers by trade deadline, but we'll see.
Are we ready? We're completely changing everything that we've been doing, but this is what we're doing.
We have changed tactics.
We have changed tactics. But it's okay. All right, I'm going to press the button. I'm pressing the button. Here we go. We did it. Pressing the button.
If we can keep the kind of pitching results we've been getting, we're second in pitching WAR right now. So
all right, it's now July 26th. We have a trade proposal.
Okay. They want to give us Martin, which is an absolute no, not for Stevenson. So that's a no. You can go ahead and keep going back to the simming.
Back to the trading deadline, right?
Nice. Callahan swung for the cycle. That's great. That's one of our prospects right there. Sorry, I'm just looking through our...
Do we want Rizzo for Luis Castillo?
No. We really like Castillo. I'm not even going to think about that. Good. Luis Gonzalez, one of our AA players, got Player of the Week. Very nicely done right there.
Do we want Craig Lewis for Ryan Hendricks?
No. I would ask for more from Hendricks at this point. If they're going to try to trade for Hendricks, he's an MLB-ready relief pitcher. We deserve more for him. By the way, Rich, we're now 11 games over 500. Just so you know, 2 games out.
I noticed
that. We're doing good.
Hold on.
We don't need bets.
Hold on a second. What is happening here? We are
We get rid of everybody that's good, and the team gets better.
What is happening, Alex? We're a game out of the wild card. We're 2 out of first place in the division.
And
Wow.
and Posey's not doing well. He's actually injured right now. 3 weeks day to day. We need to check on Posey really fast.
What is going on? I'm hitting file save right now.
That's a good idea. We've done a good job. We're
save.
2. And it's the trade deadline.
So we made it to the trade deadline.
Okay, good. I feel like we're actually now on like hurried pace in Oregon Trail. If anyone's ever played that game, that's what it feels like. Now we're just at the breakneck speed approach. So we need to double check on Posey. Is that a minimal injury or is that a out injury?
Day-to-day, strain hamstring. Recovery time will be only 3 weeks.
It's minimal, but it's a 3-week moderate running influencer. Oof. Okay. Unfortunately, we really need Posey. He's a captain. Like if we lose him now, our chemistry in our team might just disintegrate. He's going to have to play through it. Can we go to our lineups really fast, though, Rich? I want to make sure that he's getting enough days off.
Of course we can.
Yeah. Now that we're at the trade deadline, we need to make some last-minute decisions because, unfortunately, Rich, we're actually buyers, which is not good. So we need to change both of those so that way Posey is being replaced every second game by Grulon. Because he's getting tired and he's injuring himself. So we need Grulon to be every second game.
Okay.
Just at least for the next 3 weeks so that way Posey's getting time off. Because right now, he's probably playing every single game. We also need to head to the trade block real fast and see if anybody's available that we can snag to put us over the edge. So we're only going to glance at it. We're not going to spend too much time this time around. But if you go to MLB transactions and go to the player trade tab, we will head back to the trading block, and that's a secondary tab in the player trade tab, and we're going to see if there's anybody on this trading block that we like. And the answer is no. Oh wait, that's just the batters. Can you go to view all positions? Simmons isn't bad, but he's expensive, and we have a shortstop in Yoshi, so I don't feel bad about that at all. If Paxton wasn't injured, I'd trade for him, but he's injured, so I'm not trading for an injured player. Cool to see Matsura back on the list of people to trade for. We already got rid of him earlier this season. No, there's nobody on that list that I'm very impressed with. Everybody on that list is average at best, and we're looking for a steal kind of deal at this point. We could do something where we pick up Castro and we could place Posey on the IL, but Posey's bat is just too good for us right now. He is one of our more veteran bats, and I highly value that. Castro is a captain. Yes, he would replace Posey's need for being a chemistry leader on our team. But in the end, Castro does not bat anywhere near what Posey can give our organization. And Posey's injury is only on his running game, so it's not his fielding or hitting game. So we're okay. So let me do one more thing. Rich, can you go to if you go to our Reds team and go to rosters and transactions, I just want to make sure that the teams in our minor league system have enough players.
All right.
Because I had planned to do a massive minor league overhaul around the trade deadline period, but obviously that is not happening now.
No, I kind of messed up your plans for that, didn't I?
You kind of messed up my plans, Rich.
Sorry about that.
But that's okay. That's okay. I think that's all fine because I still have a lot of those people locked in place. So they were from the last time that I did it. But you can see Clark Schmidt, David Peterson are right now in our rookie system. They should not be there. They should be in like AAA. So we'll see how far we want to go tonight. And then maybe, let's see. I think we're good. I think we're actually good to go all the way to the end of the season, Rich.
I'm ready. Let's go.
So let's start by going to the MLB roster expansion, which is is that August? No, it's September 1st, I believe.
All right, here we go. We're blasting through August.
Yes.
Now,
We're gonna.
as of September 1st, we may stop or we may not. But
We'll
here
see
we
how we're
go.
doing. If we've fallen out of contention, then we can simulate to the end of the season. But if we're
Press
going to
the
be
button.
in contention, we might slow down. We'll see.
Well, we have scouting reports. I'm not looking at scouting reports. We are going to the draft pick. We're going to the MLB roster expansion, right? That's what we're doing again.
Yeah.
We're doing it. Here
Yeah,
we
that's what we're
go.
going to do at this point. All the way up till the beginning of September if we can. Rodriguez doing well. Lyon Richardson doing well.
Oh, boy. We're not doing well.
Nope. Oh. We're close.
Mookie Betts is making great progress. All right, so it is now August 13th.
Betts will be back in 6 days. Okay.
And we are 2 games out of the wild card and 3.5 out of first. So we're still there. We're still there.
We're doing okay. We're actually keeping our team right around 10 games above 500, which is what you need to do.
Yeah.
Oh, I love to see all those first places in our minor league system too. First in AAA, AA, single A plus, and first in our best rookie system. That's fantastic.
All right, so we're
okay.
going right
We need to
back
get
here.
up to the point where Betts comes back from his injury.
We're not there yet. Right?
We're gonna get Betts, Posey, Cabrera, and Feltman all back in like a week.
Yeah, 6 to 7 days for all 3 of them. You're exactly right.
Yeah.
Exactly right. So here we go.
So
We're going to go up to the MLB roster expansion again, right? It'll stop us,
yes.
right? Here we go.
It'll stop us once Betts gets ready to go. Yeah.
Here we go. Feltman is still suffering from a sore forearm. Okay, that's fine.
Bummer.
All right, back to the expansion.
Okay, we can keep going though. We have a lot of
that. We're 3 back. All right, so here we go. We got some options here with Cabrera and Betts, and if we go look at it, we are 3 out of first, and we are 2 out of the second wild card position.
Nice.
Behind the Pirates. We're right there, Alex. We're right there. And
we're
10 games over 500.
And we have a perfect time situation here now to get Cabrera and Betts back. And Romero's done excellent as a number 5 starter. I'm not going to mention Alzolay, but yeah, look at the offense is doing okay. Barely doing okay at this point. We're definitely still a pitcher-oriented ball club. We have the best bullpen in the National League. That's great. That will win us a lot of ball games. Okay, we unfortunately need to send Betts and Cabrera on a rehab assignment. I'm not taking chances with both of them, especially Betts. I'm not going to burn Betts at this point. So we need to have both of them go on rehab assignments, which means basically at the end of August, they will be coming back to the Major League team ready to go.
Okay.
Potentially sooner if we have injuries, but
so here we
right
go.
now...
We did it, and we're going back to the MLB roster expansion. Are you ready, Alex?
Yes, let's do it.
We did it. We hit the button. We're hanging. Uh-oh, Castillo has a day-to-day injury, a torn fingernail. Recovery expected to take 3 days. It's August 23rd.
We beat up on the Giants, though. That's good. We should be doing that all day long. That's fine. Castillo can have a 3-day injury. He'll be ready to go by his next start, so we can keep going.
Here we go. Romero has a day-to-day injury, sprained elbow. Recovery expected to take 4 weeks.
4 weeks?
4 weeks.
Oh, gosh. Okay, so he unfortunately needs to go on the DL. That's not going to happen, unfortunately. So Romero needs to go on the 10-day DL, which means that Cabrera can come off the injury list, and I think he's gotten at least 1 or 2 starts in AAA at this point. He should be good to go.
So Cabrera goes to Cincinnati, right?
Yes, so we will call Cabrera back up. He will replace Romero as our number 5 starting pitcher.
All right, here we go. Back to the MLB roster expansion.
You'll want to double check and make sure that our pitching rotation is set up correctly, though.
Okay.
Just before we simulate with only 4 starters and burn all of our starting pitchers away.
So
Yeah, we
Cabrera?
do need to have Cabrera into the number 5 spot.
Okay. All right. Are we ready?
We are all set then.
All right.
Oh, nice.
Here we
Otani and
go.
Owsley had good starts.
Oh
That's good to see.
no. We're in 4th place, Alex.
No, the Cubbies caught us?
It's September 1st, 2020, and we are somehow in 4th place, 7 games. 7 games behind the Cardinals in first place, but only 3 out of the wild card. But there's also 4 clubs ahead of us. What a log
Look
jam.
at these.
Oh my goodness.
Gosh, it's going to be a close finish.
Woo! That,
Wow.
Alex, was a lot. What day was it when we started? July what?
It was July 6th.
And now it's September 1st. Unbelievable. And that, Alex, that, my friend, is where we're going to end tonight. And by the way, next stream is the entire rest of the regular season. What do you say?
Sounds good to me. We should be able to manage all of that. If we'll know pretty quickly if we're going to be competing for a playoff spot or not.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. But we'll get to the end of the regular season next week.
Yes.
And then it'll either be playoffs, which could take a month, or it could be the off season, which could take a week. Who knows, right?
I mean,
knows what's
I'll
gonna happen?
have plenty of stuff to plan. So either way, it's going to be fun.
Exactly. All right, Alex, this was a great time. Thank you so much. Let us finish the giveaway before we let everybody go. Everybody have 10 seconds left to hop in the giveaway before we do that, all right? 10 seconds left. We're giving away 3 prizes of 10,000 perfect points. 3 prizes, 10,000 perfect points. 10 seconds. 10, 9, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Very good. All right. Are we ready? Who wants to win some perfect points?
Let's
Alex,
do it.
Do you want to win some perfect points? I think you do. All right. Perfect points winner number 1 is iSox21. Very good.
Nice.
Nice job, iSox. Congratulations. By the way, winners, all you have to do is hit me up on Discord at RichG. And all I need is your perfect team username, properly capitalized or not. Winner number 2 is Flip Dog. Congratulations, Flip Dog. Well done. And the third winner is Wheezy. All right. Good job, guys.
Nicely done.
Each of you won 10,000 perfect points. Thank you guys so much for being here tonight. Thank you for being the absolute best community in video games. Alex, thanks for letting me blow your mind and just completely go from managing individual games to blitzing through 2 months of baseball and getting us ready for really completely changing the direction of this stream and just going into pure future. Let's see what happens over the course of 10, 20 years mode. Thanks for doing that.
Oh, yeah.
Love it. And thank you, chat, for being along the ride with us, because nobody knew we were doing that. And yet, there you were. So thank you for being here with us for that. Thank you for being the best community in video games. Thank you for being so welcoming to so many of our new fans and our new friends. Thank you for being here all the time. You guys are great for spending time with us and for supporting us. There's no better job in the world than this job right here. Thank you for letting me do it. Cheers, everybody. Thank you, Alex Murray. We'll talk to you again next week. What do you say, Alex? We'll be right back here again next Tuesday, 10 p.m. Eastern, 10:15 p.m. Eastern. What do you say?
Absolutely. Let's do it.
Love it. Thank you, everybody. Cheers. Good night. Talk to you next week.